Uh, hmm let's see. Mm. Hello, everyone. Uh, don't mind me. I am currently setting stuff up. But I would like right at the beginning of my stream to do several announcements. Um, as you can lovely see on the donation list area, I have added something to it. And for those who might like to cause a little bit of chaos in my games, I do have a. I did win a lovely thing from a giveaway. The deck of many things. From the lovely content creator on Twitter by the name of Ian. So, if you would kindly go over and support them, I would highly recommend giving their Twitter and their website a check out. And I would like you all to sort of, give them some love. And I would also like to give a special thank you if they ever stop on by to, and I do apologize in advance for mispronouncing your name, but Elmasum for donating $75 to helping me out fixing my problems with my laptop. So with that out of the way, I would like to dive right on in with my players as we go back to our D&D game, and I will give them some special items due to that 75 donation. Alright everyone. You are all allowed to unmute now.
Hi.
Good time.
Hello.
Yay!
Howdy.
Time to see what shenanigans we can get up to in the Moonshae Isles, right?
Yes. And with that, I would like to list off what our lovely donator gifted us. For our first ever $50 donation tier, someone in our group will be getting the Praxis of Pandemonium. The legendary item from the recently released Mystic Odyssey of Theros. And someone else will be getting one random rare item at our second ever donation tier. $20 donation tier. And with that, let's decide who will actually get those donations. Actually, first ever roll of my lovely dice that I also won from the lovely people at D4. And going down the list between 1 and 6. So starting with Don, you're 1. And going down to Spicy Curry Bread, you're 6. Let's see who will actually get these two items. The first one, the legendary item that will be gifted, will be given to Elderon.
Oh,
Congrats.
Woo!
Congrats.
And our second item that will be given out, which I had picked out before the stream. Ooh, actually, we'll go to our newest player in our group,
Oh,
Spicy Curry Bread.
nice.
Huzzah!
Woo.
And with that, let's hop right on in. Before we do anything, I would allow our new player to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Marcus. I sound like this. I use the handle Spicy Curry Bread pretty much everywhere. Spicy Curry Breath on Twitch because someone took it. I like TTRPG a lot. That's pretty much it.
And would you mind telling us a little bit about your character?
Oh yes, I'm playing Koba. Koba is a turtle barbarian. They look a little bit like a cross between an alligator snapping turtle and a painted turtle. So they have the spikes and beak of an alligator turtle, but the pattern on their skin has some like red and yellow in it. Um, yeah, that's Koba.
Alrighty then. And since you will be getting our random rare item, you will be getting. Actually, I'll allow you to pick two. One out of the
Ooh.
two. One out of the two
Okay.
items. You can pick as a sort of joke item. Will be the wings of flying.
Hey, I like the sound of that.
And the second item, which is a little bit more of a serious for a lovely turtle new player, will be the boat of dwarven kind.
Oh, if I remember correctly, that gives a +2 to strength, and you have a chance of growing a beard or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, every morning you roll. Yeah, there's like a 10 or 20% chance of growing a
50.
full beard.
50%.
50. Oh, 50. Oh, yeah.
50%.
Master Oogway,
So,
is that you?
yeah. So
So,
either a bearded alligator slash snapping turtle, or
A
we're going to be playing
flying.
Super Mario and have a flying
Yeah.
turtle.
Oh, fun fact. Do you
Oh,
know
they're
why
both so
snapping
good.
turtles are so aggressive?
No, I just thought they were like that.
No, their shells are actually significantly smaller than any other turtle species, so they can't
Oh,
retract into it. Hence,
oh
they can
wow.
only attack as a form of
Oh, that's
defense.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Let me read you off what you will get as bonuses of the Belt of Dwarven Kind. You'll get your Constitution score increased by 2. Your you have advantage on Charisma. The Persuasion checks made to interact with dwarves. And since
Okay.
you aren't a dwarf, because obviously you just said that you're a turtle, you get advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write dwarvish. And
That's a lot.
we aforementionedly said earlier, you, and this includes any of my playable characters, no matter what gender or what race, because this is my games. Dictate what happens. You will get a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard, if since you're capable of growing one. And it would be within whatever style you want.
Viking beards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Um.
I would rule that you already have this on your person already.
Yeah. As much as I want to be a flying like Koopa, yeah, I'll probably go with the
And
belt.
since that, let's actually, that would be your first roll in our game before we go into introductions of your guys' characters. Please do roll me a 1d2. Two. You, before you even step foot onto the aisles, will have a fully luscious beard.
It's fine. So I think it's gonna look like pretty long, like rather than short and bushy, and parts of it are gonna be braided. Like there's gonna be a few braids.
Alrighty. And with that, let's just hop right on in. I believe the last session we all had together was sort of, you guys stopped, or at least a playable character stopped someone, one of the members down at the Snowden, and, saved the two Emerald Eyes. Some of you got weapons, um, or gear and stuff. Uh, and let's see. What else? Oh yes, you guys all learned that they are trying to resurrect an old deity, the evil group. And with that, let's just jump right on in and have you guys sort of roleplay things out. So you all are still sort of in the SAR Westville, which is sort of on the bottom right of snow map. And you're all sort of planning on where you're all going to be heading out in a bit. And I would assume that you all have decided to meet up at the pier at that point.
Back in Westfall.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
as you all are sort of discussing, or at least starting to discuss, what you're all going to be doing, you see an odd-looking fellow sort of get off, like walking into the town through sort of the direction from Pengram. That's the best sort of description that I can tell you guys.
When you say this is an odd-looking fellow, would Cassia notice anything specific that sets him out? From the rest of the crowd.
Well, spicy curry bread. Is there anything odd other than perhaps your beard?
No, the beard's the main thing.
Okay, so
Okay, yeah.
so it is mainly the beard that stands on out.
We did just have a run-in with a turtle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. But by that point, you guys would assume that that turtle is not here anymore, and that one is an illusion.
Yeah.
Koba says, never seen a turtle with a beard before.
I can't say that I have. No.
Yeah, that's okay. I hadn't either until I got the belt. And she will tap the front of her belt.
Prax will just mutter in Infernal as he usually does.
Zero will
Today
say,
is
I
just
like
one
your beard.
giant menagerie.
Sorry, what was the first part of that? I didn't catch it.
Zero, my character, will say to you, I like your beard.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Somebody
Good
said
night,
something
Kabuchi.
in Infernal there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, checking my proficiencies. I actually understood it. I
Alrighty,
know
so you would
Journal.
see this winged, what would look like a tiefling, if not for the wings, a constant smell of fire and brimstone about him, the lack of any sort of shadow. Didn't know
Oh,
any better, he'd be more of a demon than anything else you've ever seen. And he's just muttering to himself about this just being a giant menagerie now.
I don't think Koba will make note of it, at least vocally.
And there's this tiny, very fragile-looking halfling, and he's coming up to you and just saying, "Hello, I'm Kira. Who are you? Are you from here? You look nice. You look cool. You
Oh,
want to hang out? You want to hang out? You want to hang out with us?"
I mean, I'm not doing anything. Sure. My name is Koba. I am. Actually, I hadn't decided this. Am I from here?
It's whatever you want. Anywhere from Faerun you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know Faerun super well. I'll have to look into it and decide in a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll say I'm not. I'll say I'm not from here. I'm not from Moonshae.
Yeah, Moonshae.
Okay. Yes, I'm from out of town.
Oh, me too. And I think all the others too. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, that's a cool.
But yes, also I have nothing in particular to do, and I could use some fun, some adventure.
Well, I'm sure we
Awesome.
certainly could use some help with an additional set of hands and eyes for our job. And this would be a red-skinned, raven-haired uh, female tiefling, about almost just shy of 6 foot tall, and she would reach a hand out. Cassia Flavia of Waterdeep.
Kobo will reach out a claw, and kind of grab the hilt of her sword with the other one. I've got the hands and I've got the sword too. And then in Infernal, Kobo will say, "Well met."
Cassia would give a little nod and reply in Infernal, well met.
The winged tiefling would just say, Abraxas Salshun, and just not reach out a hand, just begin looking for any sort of things coming at them.
Okay. The Brock says that too.
Zero, we try to touch the beard. He's an elf, 4 feet tall, giant hair.
Kobo will reach out a claw and say, "Well met."
And
Uh,
I'm kind of hanging back behind everyone, but I give like a little wave and announce myself as just Val. I'm a half orc bard, so you can kind of see that on my person.
oh, a performer. I love music. It's
Oh, perfect. We should get along fine then.
Kobo will smile.
And as all you are sort of shaking hands and all that, and sort of getting to know each other, one of you, Eldaron,
Yes.
feel a slight bump behind you, and you hear a clink of something.
I will. Zero will reach to see what it is.
And as you look behind you, there is a let's see. Let me look this up to make sure I'm not being stupid. a wooden vessel behind you.
Oh. I will Zero will try to open it to look inside.
All right, as you open it, can you roll me a d8?
Oh no.
Eh, 5.
5.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, our DM has emphysema now. Why must
Ah.
you open Pandora's box?
In this moment,
Oh.
Zero knew he fuck up.
I'm happy that I added that 50 tier.
Oh god.
I take it that your reaction was the sound of whatever ill is going to befall us.
Yes. So,
Scared.
let's see. Da, da, da. So, for the first sort of minute or so that you're in there, you look. There doesn't seem to be anything.
Oh.
However, as you sort of look back on up, like a minute later, and let's say that all of you are now inside a huge maze.
Did we just get
Oh,
mazed?
shit.
Yep. And can you please
Like,
do me a DC check, wisdom check, please, as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Check or a save?
Saving throw.
like everyone?
No, that's Elderon.
Wisdom.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, it wouldn't have even mattered anyway because you were already charmed by it. So that was a mute point. But, yes. Never mind. Forget that roll.
Or-
So, if you guys did not roll a 3, that would have been buried. So yes, you all are inside a weird ass maze. I don't have a good image of it, but you all are sort of, inside what you would presume to be a odd looking location.
Are we still together or?
Yeah, all of you are still together.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just standing there. What just happened?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know.
I open this and I show the wooden thing, basically.
Oh, okay. And how do we get out of here?
I don't know.
Try to find the exit, perhaps.
Follow the raid.
Or maybe if we open this thing again.
And as you all sort of turn back to the wooden tomb, you start to see it slowly disappear. And despite anything attempts to open it up, you all couldn't or can't.
Oh,
Well, presumably that's one way to get off the island. Though, may I suggest not jumping to opening random vessels this time.
Where'd
One
you
would
get
think
that?
that's common sense.
But okay,
sorry.
no, uh, I mean, how would you know what's inside when you don't open it? I
And
mean, if I
Shake
see
it.
something mysterious, I'm gonna open it. That's just what you do
Brax is
with
just gonna roll his
interesting stuff.
eyes. Perhaps shake it to see if it's occupied by anything.
Yes. Okay. That's another way. But still, if you hear something inside, you still don't know what is inside.
Sarah, where did you get that?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Um,
You mean it just appeared on your person this morning?
Yes?
Sarah
I'll
strikes
give.
me as just a bit of a pack rat. I wouldn't be surprised if he just put it in his pocket one time and found it the next.
That's very true. Yes.
I don't know. I tend to finding things.
Fine.
And as you all sort of discuss, you see right in the like side of you a tomb sort not like a wooden slab starts to rise on up. And you sort of see that it is in Elvish that it says, or in common, uh, for those who want to get out, you have to do just two things. Either wait 10 minutes or find a way out.
Finding one's way out is easy if we know the if we can actually find it. And Abraxas would would like to begin walking the maze, see what he can learn from it.
Alrighty. Could you please roll me a acrobatics, please?
Alrighty.
Uh,
Shitty roll.
Alrighty. So, with that 11, you're able to sort of easily maneuver around each around the maze for, I would say, 5 minutes. And you do see several dead ends as you venture around. And you manage to get back to where the group is. And, nothing of major note unless you want to roll investigation or perception. Unless you want to do perception, you know.
I will.
All right.
And another bad roll.
12. So, as you sort of venture around, one of those dead ends did have a small locked box.
Alrighty, he'll take the box with him.
All right. And you take that box with you and bring it back to the group.
Like, do you have it in the open, or do you
Oh,
hide it?
it's in the open.
Okay. Oh, another box. Okay. What's inside?
More about
Let's see.
And
just
Zero will go to try to get close to opening.
Alright.
Braxis will hold up his hand. Stay back. Might be trapped. If it is, only I will be affected. He'll take out his dagger and begin lockpicking.
All right. Please do roll for lockpicking or thieves. Okay, 17. You manage to do a good work on the lock, and you are able to open it. However, as you go to try to open it, like physically open the thing, it seems to be not budging.
He's going to check for a secondary lock.
All right, roll me investigation.
I'm actually good with that, I hope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's what you get. That's what you get for saying that.
A 6.
All right. Oh, and do keep in mind, my lovely little players. Actually, with the addition of our new player, I'll give them the $5 credit on the list, the donation list. And you all have $5 you can spend if you haven't spent it already on any one thing. But obviously nothing that you just already rolled. With that natural one, you do not see any real noticeable, like, reasons why it's still locked. From what you can tell, it's just busted.
Zero will say, we can use the old thief trick. Use a crowbar.
That would be the barbarian trick.
Shut the fuck up.
Be my guest. You'll just step back from the box, a safe distance away.
Zero will go and stick the crowbar in the opening and start forcing the
Okay.
open.
Roll.
Strength.
Strength with advantage.
20.
Dirty 20 or natural 20?
Uh,
It
it says 19 plus 15 plus 1 and 20 advanced. It says. I don't understand this.
So it's a dirty 20.
yeah, dirty 20.
Um,
Uh, don't pay attention. I press the wrong thing.
it's all good. Let's see. You are able to. Uh, you're not able to open it on up.
Something tells me there may be another source of the lock on this box.
Magic, perhaps.
My thoughts exactly. And she will cast Detect Magic on the box.
All right. As you cast the spell, you get. Okay. Fine. Ah. So, as you cast Detect Magic on it, you don't. You get a sense that this box has the strongest magic ever possible.
So I'm
That you,
guessing yeah. So if she's seeing seeing this aura, she'd probably, she held the hand that she probably held out to cast Detect Magic. She would then put over her eyes.
yes. And
Yes.
and as you
Mm.
cover your eyes, before you cover your eyes, all you can see is what you presume to be little blue squares in the shape of a heart penetrating your eyes. And you would immediately know what school of magic this is, as it is the supreme magic power of DMs.
All I said to ask the box, please open.
And you hear
Um,
booming from the box. Only if certain actions happen that are not of this world.
the maze world or our world dimension?
No world. No plane that you all have ever heard of.
I'm so
Can I throw a
confused.
whip and a name?
Well, perhaps our energies are better spent, and she's still covering her eyes. Our energies are better spent trying to find a way out of this maze.
I will take the box with me.
So,
All right.
and
Yes, please.
time to look for a an exit again. The
All
Francis
right.
remembers which paths are dead ends and which he hasn't gone down yet.
All right. With that,
Well,
please roll me. What
well,
would be?
before that happens, would, since it's a 10-minute concentration spell, and she can see through, 1 inch, see, 1 inch of common metal, thin sheet of lead, up to 3 feet of wood or dirt. Does in the immediate vicinity, would Cassia see any other faint auras of
Oh,
magic?
Yeah. Oh, you sense magic all around
all
you.
over.
You sense. Let's see. Conjuration magic,
Okay.
like all around you, everywhere. All you know, all around you.
Okay. Something. Hmm. Either there was a spell, if it helps with getting out of this maze. Either the maze was brought to us, or we were obviously brought to it.
All right.
But there's something faint about the entire place. We're
Also,
surrounded by magic.
actually, remind me. Oh yeah, no one here is a minotaur. That this would have been helpful for the
Yeah.
last Tuesday campaign at the beginning. Um,
Yeah.
for those who want to try to get out, please do make me intelligence uh, check. That's a normal. No saving throws. No nothing. That's
Just straight intelligence.
yeah, straight intelligence.
Ooh.
Perks of being intelligence based.
Ooh, not charisma, my
Oh,
lovely
I
fellow.
wrong. I that was wrong. This one was
It's all
sorry.
good. Oh, that
Can
would
I
have.
ask the box, Mr. Boxy? Do you know where is the exit?
Uh,
You know,
intelligence.
actually, you know what? I will actually take that natural 20 wisdom.
Ah, again I threw the wrong one. Sorry.
No, 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 no. I'll take that natural 20 because that you automatically got that um with no shenanigans whatsoever. Um, you you along with everyone else sort of put your minds together, and you're all were able to get on out of the maze. Uh, with relative ease, and the walls and stuff sort of fade away. But the box is still with you all.
Yes, I have Mr. Boxy.
Kira will turn to Koba and say, "Okay, so I was when I said hanging out, I meant more like making flower crowns or feeding seagulls. But I mean that was fun too, wasn't it?"
That was good too.
Yeah.
I like how fast you all get to the adventure. That's excellent.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to abide by the rules of the donation, so we had to get that out of the way first.
No, that was awesome. How was that?
Um, and with that, all of you can decide on where you all want to go next. Because I don't believe we decided exactly where.
Well, so were they still, when they find their way out of the maze, were they still in Snowdown? Or
Mm-hmm.
were they. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Once you guys exited, you all are relatively in the same place you were before the disappearance.
That was cool.
Glad to know we're not walking
Entertaining,
here.
at least.
Yeah.
Well, so shall we continue on our little adventure?
Yeah.
Finding some more pieces of this statue.
Okay.
Did we get any clues on the next place to go?
Um,
Checking
uh,
my notes.
all of you guys know are basically there has been reports in all of the places with the name of SAR or CAER. Um, all those places, or primarily most of them, have reports of some sort of um,
Bandit activity?
random activities in some of the major cities,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't honestly know of. But the closest places, or at least the nearest
Yeah,
place that you guys can go with the more notable cases, is Czar Corwell, which is
Care Corwell.
which is sort
Yeah.
of uh, directly west of you guys
Yeah.
on the map, on the Gwyneth
Yeah.
Isle.
Okay. So if we're here to snow down, let's get a ship chartered from Care Westfall, set sail around to Kings Bay and travel by land.
Yeah.
Yes. So you believe that will be faster than sailing all the way around the island? She's
I
not a sailor, so
it will be faster.
Yeah,
and it
so
might be safer too.
At least we
Well,
don't have to face sea sea storms and the like.
And we
Though
can actually get some loot in the deep through
is
land.
this a reef right here?
Yep.
Will that be a problem for us? Asking our sailor associate if we can comfortably sail over a reef without hurting ourselves at least.
Well, our sailor friend. I believe you have some sort of background or some special thing relating to the knowledge of the sea.
I do.
Uh,
He is a marine, and he has proficiency with sea and land and sea vehicles.
all right, let's see.
I think you would learn. Can I sail a boat across a reef in your boat school?
Uh, for you will have enough knowledge to get, over it. But if you want to,
Hmm.
One question.
yes.
Can I show to the box the gem the crystal eye? Because I don't know if that is something out of the world.
Can you repeat that for me?
If I can show the crystal eye to the box.
Uh,
mm,
please roll me a D, um, wisdom, uh, or persuasion roll for me.
Yes.
The box does not tell you anything, and it still remains silent. And
Okay.
and for our seer friend, uh, you could roll for history. or intelligence. Intelligence for if you can actually go over the thing with advantage.
Okay, let's see here. Intelligence?
Intel
History?
intelligence. Does pure intelligence with advantage. Ooh,
Not
with
good.
that 6. You don't know that much about um if you could honestly go over that um the that particular area, since you don't know that much about that area.
Well, in either case, we'll need to find a vessel, a boat, to make the sail.
I believe someone in our party actually did find you
Yeah,
guys a boat. Yeah.
I think Abraxas was gonna go find a way off the island.
And
Mm-hmm.
you already did, or it's already paid for,
Okay.
got covered, all that.
Okay.
And it's all just you guys trying to get to um, the place. Let's see.
Currently, looking something like this.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, if it's the shortest route, we may as well give it a shot.
It'll be the shortest route.
Does that sound amenable to everyone else? And Cassia would look at everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Yes, yes, it's fine.
Sounds fine by me.
Let's get going then.
Alrighty.
Well,
As you all sort of prep and head on out. Let's see. You all sort of sit on off. In sort of a rainy, slightly raining day. And you get roughly about here, where I would like one of you to roll a D100. Don't care who, just one person has to roll.
yeah, I
Alrighty.
can do that. Oh, Dawn
84.
rolled first.
Yep.
Ooh, 29. 29. With that 29, you all sort of see as you wait, go over Tarful, the Coral area. You see some some interesting creatures as you all sort of go on over. If you want to get to know what they are, do a nature, or if not, I can continue on the narrative.
I'll do a nature.
Okay.
Yeah, Cassia, as soon as she saw them, she would probably lean out and try to do that too. Nope.
Kobo will join them.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Dirty
nice.
20 and a nat 20.
That's with a -1 intelligence.
With that natural 21. And uh and Dawn, your character Sora knows this.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little less, but natural 20s are natural 20s, so we take those here. What you see are dolphins and whales. Like, sort of roughly around sort of the upper levels of the coral reef area.
Oh,
And
cetaceans. Beautiful.
but these animals are not the normal shades of colors they are.
Oh,
Oh no.
They are of more of a blue, vibrant blue green than their more normal colorations, especially uh, around the area um, of the Moonshae Isles, and they're really, really like vibrant. And I don't know how well your eyesights are, your character's eyesights, but you would see that their eye colors are even more of an oddity because they are a blue green to match their skin.
Oh.
Is that
I,
normal?
I was about to ask.
No. Either way, if a dolphin took note of our vessel, then we're in for some luck.
Yes.
Okay, so abnormal dolphins.
Yeah. Well, if you feel confident enough that it's nothing to worry about, then I guess I'm not too worried. Then Cassia would walk away from the edge of the boat and probably continue just milling about. Probably
Alrighty.
go to the prow of the ship.
Alrighty. And as you do, you know, all of you sort of make it to near the port. And you'll get into the ship. Uh, Whatever. Get out, dock, all stuff. And you're greeted by a sea elf with blue green skin and eyes to match.
Hmm.
Kobo waves, kind of big
Yeah.
and monkey. Hello.
Cassia would wave and probably offer some sort of greeting in Sylvan.
Abraxas just looks at the elf and continues to work aboard the ship, making sure everything is good and taken care of.
Alright. So, you all sort of, uh, work repairing if you're on the ship, making sure all of it is in tip-top shape. And by the time you uh, get off, you see another sea elf, same sort of uh, uh, sea elf, female, same appearance but female, blah blah blah, accompanying, and sort of bows. The male one is like, please. We heard from the dwarf, um, uh, overseer from West Phil. There are some notable things that we heard from him, and we would like to discuss things.
Braxton will grunt and drop the anchor so they can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Zero will still trying to speak to the box to make the box speak.
Roll me another persuasion.
That was wrong. Is that no?
And there's still
Uh,
nothing. You tried.
There was a perception. I fucked up.
It's
It
okay.
was the same.
Yeah, it's still the same. Nothing happens. You cannot get it to speak.
Okay.
Well, if nobody else is stepping forward, Cassia would step forward and hold out her arm to shake the sea elf's hand, saying in Sylvan, "Well met. What have you heard from the overseer of Ker Westfall?"
And the Sylvan, uh, the sea elf reaches out, shakes your hand, and you all sort of feel a little. You know what? I'm going to keep quiet about that. Um, you all sort of get whatever. We heard about some of your dealings with that first one of the more notable generals of Moonshae, and with some sort of golden eye. And we've been, asked to bring you sort of immediately to the Grand Overseer for of the Isle of Gwyneth, or whatever. You know what I mean.
Well,
Koba will
as
say,
it happened. Oh,
uh,
go ahead.
sure. Koba will say in Sylvan, so we have a ride. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, and you see sort of beyond the pier, uh, there is sort of a carriage set up.
Koba will look over at Cassia.
Well, if that sounds reasonable to everyone else, that is where we were intending to go, as it ourselves.
Zero is distracted with a beard.
Yeah.
Ah, beard.
You can assume that he's okay with it. She'd be kind of doing the thumb over her shoulder, pointing at Sero.
Rex will mutter in Infernal. I don't like carriages. I like stretching my wings.
Well, and replying in an infernal. If that is your preference, I would say go ahead and fly. Besides, I think it best to have at least one set of eyes outside of the carriage, regardless. They say that they are here to take us to the Grand Overseer, but one cannot be too careful.
Alrighty. So I would assume all of you sort of take on board, and you all sort of get to right along, per se, to the Tsar. And as you arrive, you see that it is full of all different sort of sea relating races. So turtles, merfolk, sea elves, half sea elves, humans, technically. Um, if it's relating to the sea, then you would find that race here. There are a few other races, like small little races here and there, like centaurs, minotaurs, and stuff, because there are there is a moonwell sort of north of it and a forest, as well as mountain areas. But other than that, you won't honestly see that much of variety. And you prominently see, sort of right in the middle, a huge tower. A huge keep, to be exact. This, and what you would assume to be pearls and variety of different sort of Sylvish designs and sea folk design. Yeah.
Remember, Sero. This is probably in common. Remember, Sero, we are here to work with the owner of that tower, not to steal from them. However shiny
Okay.
the tower may be.
Okay. Oh, man.
At the very least, just don't get.
Clear them out first, and then we decide.
And with that, you all arrive to the main tower. And you see that on the bottom floor as you enter on in is sort of, barren. Nothing of major note, it's just a huge hallway. But you do see some go on.
Just a point of clarification. So, did we took the carriage from Kings Bay all the way to Corwell?
Yeah.
Okay. About how long did that take? Was that sufficient for any of us to get along, take a short or long rest?
Enough to take a short, long rest. if need be.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
And
Let's
I would
do
say that
that.
you guys stopped in O'Malley and Court to pick up some much needed supplies, eat, do whatever necessities you need to do.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
hmm?
Sharon, as an elf, can use that time to study
Uh,
from his books.
you see that sort of depends on what you're trying to do.
Is trying to read his books.
Hmm. Uh, t- 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 then no.
Okay,
Um,
Wampy.
let's see. You all sort of, wait about an hour before you all head on up the stairs by several guards. And once you reach the top, you see the same two elves sitting behind two different desks.
Hi. That I will say.
Hmm.
Oh wait, the same two?
Yeah, the same two.
Seems you're this commander's secretaries.
Yep. And you see right in front of you a sort of more well detailed map of Gwyneth. We all heard of what you're doing for that Warforged in uh, from Calder R. And what you did for the people in Snowdown. Might be best to, you know, send you on your merry way to and tell you what is happening here, unless you want to get to know exactly what's happening. Or whatever. I'm tired.
I'm
um,
tired. How are you?
And
um, you see in recent.
Well,
Oh, go on.
go ahead.
No, you.
I was just gonna say. Well, Cassia would say, well, the best way to be of assistance is to know what it is you are dealing with.
Hmm.
Ah.
What do
You
you need?
see, we and the sea elf, the male sea elf points to both himself and the female. We had to move our operations from Carador, and he points towards the center area, which is the primary capital of,
The Isles themselves.
well, primarily Gwyneth, to here due to some of the recent thefts. And for our part, we had some of our um, Warforged arms that were developed to be built to be of aquatic and airborne capable. So, for example, someone could either a Warforged or someone who could add Warforged parts if they are able to, could theoretically move, fly in the air if they desire, or have a faster swimming speed if underwater.
Flying's nice.
Of course. And we would like to try to get them back as soon as possible.
Any leads?
Not exactly. I would highly recommend going to Corridor itself to try to get more information on what's happening, since there are the primary researcher of the Isle is currently located there and trying to figure out what is exactly happening.
Why is it that the theft of these Warforged led you to move from Corridor to here?
Well, you see, it's primarily due to this being one of the major ports other than Kings Bay.
Friendship is magic, Cream Puff.
Other than Kings Bay and the tunnels of Dwarven Home.
It's safer.
Yes.
No one would want to steal from a port in broad daylight. Not even at night they would want to steal from a primary port.
Of course. And I know for certain that... Oh, go on.
Well, so were these I just want to clarify to make sure I'm following. These Warforged were stolen.
These
But they
Warforged
were
parts were stolen.
the parts were stolen from Corridor. Is that correct?
Of course.
Okay. So if it was safer to be in one of the major ports of Gwyneth in the first place, why did you were they being manufactured in Corridor?
They were manufactured in Corridor, and they were on their way to be shipped here to test their capabilities in the water.
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you.
And they were stolen along the way
can you mark for us on the map where or the route being taken to deliver the parts?
Of course. And they take out a pen and and they marked this location right here.
The fens. That's the problem.
Why?
Swamplands. Do you know how easy it is to hide in swamps? Especially parts for pickup.
Mhm. That's true. And Zero will get distracted again.
If you try the box, you can't go that far with it. um, with that, you all sort of, the uh, today is an off day.
That's
Uh,
fine.
but yes, you all sort of, the the two sort of tell you that there has been several reports that they are on the move to either Darkhorn. Horn. Hold on.
Darkhorn Castle.
At Darkhorn Castle. Or the Black Hoof Totem.
Let's check let's check the castle first, then swing around to the totem.
Yeah.
Well,
Sound like I have some loot.
well, those two elves did suggest checking in Carador as well, where we may find further, leads as clarifying which one. And it's, while somewhat out of the way, it's not too far out of the way. Should we need to proceed to Darkhorn Castle?
Those are the options I'm seeing. We could go to Darkhorn Castle first, Bloodhoof Totem, Blackhoof Totem first, or Caravor first.
And
Carador is the closest one.
if you want to have faster travel, we do have several forms of transportation if you would like. For example, we do have some new airships that we're testing out that could fly you on over to Keldor to meet.
Oh.
I want fly.
First
Zero is
time.
like, yes, I don't have wings.
Well, I certainly don't speak for everyone, so I favor checking in Carador first, but what do the rest of you think?
If they were stolen from the fens, then somebody knew they were going to take that path if it wasn't the most direct one. So let's see if anybody over in Carador knows
Alrighty. And you all sort of boarded up on the airship and head on over to Caldor. And you guys expected that Coral was sort of the lavish thing, but um, Carador is like it's what you expect from like Atlantis, the Disney movie Atlantis. That city is what you see right in front of you. There's a huge, massive city in the middle of the uh, in the middle of the what lake.
Almost like a lake. Yeah.
Yeah, lake. The huge lake.
Hey,
And
Brax will spread his wings and begin flying over. See you over there.
alrighty. And
Okay.
you get there first, but you also everyone else sort of gets there sort of relative time, and or a little bit after um, that, and you just see that it's sort of a paradise on Faerun, I guess, paradise on Faerun compared to some of the other cities that you all might have seen with technology, um, flying devices, warforged, built for different aspects of different lives, um, weird contraptions uh, that you all have never seen before. All that and more as you sort of land. And you all sort of have a map in front of you, and it indicates that you should all go to the major tower in the city of the city, the center of the city, the city of. Woo!
Yeah, let us go to the city of city.
Man, this is what happens when your DM had a lot of issues with technology and not really had any sleep the past few days. The city of the cities. But yeah, you all sort of see that it is built up to be um, sort of like the researching city of the Moonshae Isles. And if you expect to see some new sort of fangled technology or some sort of magic outside of Waterdeep, perhaps, then this is your place to find it. Boop, doop, doop.
Wiz probably saying somewhat quietly under her breath to certainly to Abraxas and to Koba if they can hear her in Infernal. Isn't it a bit strange that from a city so advanced, or for a city so advanced, where they can take us through the air over the mountains, they would travel by foot through the presumably through the fen to deliver those parts?
If
Or
anything,
maybe cheaper.
the air is safer.
That's my point. Why take it through the fens rather than through the air?
You think it was deliberate
Yes.
to have them
An
scattered?
inside job, perhaps. Precisely because It may be less expensive. Would be a convincing argument for some.
That is suspect.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, maybe, and then she might say something. She would probably say something to the others in common, to that same effect, assuming that they don't. She'd want to be careful who's around them listening. Hence, why she would say something in Infernal first. So if it's relatively private for them, she would say something in common to the other three.
Kira isn't really listening because she's exciting stuff around.
Yeah. Oh yes, plenty of research going on. She's like, I want to read this. I want to touch that. I want to play.
Yes, exactly.
Alright.
Saro's. I'm guessing we see Saro going, ooh shiny, ooh shiny, ooh shiny.
Exactly. Oh, shiny!
Yes.
Me like shiny!
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, at the very least, she would look at Valeris and say something say the same thing in common, kind of wanting his opinion.
And well, through land it have to be cheaper because new technology. Expensive to drive, to use.
I don't see how it's cheaper over land. You have to buy food, get camping materials.
But flying don't look like something expensive. I mean, I don't know. It look expensive, so it has to be expensive to use. If not, why they will be such a bad thing to steal some cheap part? Expensive machine you don't like want to use a lot of time because it can break and expensive to repair. So
If they could fly
horse and food.
crowds over mountains, then they can make us a simple craft to quickly and easily deliver a set of warforged arms over mountains with one person driving.
I don't know. But I can go and look for information in the bad places.
Mm. Yeah. It would make sense to perhaps split up a bit and see if we can find information in various quarters of the city.
Yes. Oh, shiny!
Yeah.
Will you look at that? How did they do that?
Yeah.
I don't
Alright.
care. It looks fancy. I want it.
Well, I
So
would
we
say, does that sound, as always, how does that sound to everyone else? Shall we split up and
yes.
go
I
in pairs or individually to different quarters of the city?
Paris would be safer.
Mm, for where I going to go, it's better to go alone. It look not as much as a police. One alone person is better.
So
Makes
Sarah
sense.
wants to split up on his own. Do the rest of us want to try to group into pairs or individuals?
Well, I'm willing to go to city center along with anyone who wishes to go that way.
I'll just
City
go with
center, black
Kasia.
market. That's good.
I
Can I come with you,
mostly,
Kasia?
I'm mostly
Wonderful.
intending to.
I'll keep an eye on this one from above. You know, I'll jerk a thumb towards the one who said it's better to go alone so we don't look like police.
One question:
Yes.
do the tower have like pipes going through o sea, outside the walls? Like, I don't know, something like steampunk? That type of from the roof to the ground pipes?
Well, do me an investigation.
Got it.
From what you can tell, not in the immediate area, or from what you can tell from the little area that you're l- looking in.
Can I go to a window and try to see if outside there?
All right. Well, this is a pretty big city, so you have to do some exploring around first. And with that, actually, I am actually pretty shot, and I need to um, uh, take a rest because my head is literally feeling like it could at any
Oh yeah,
moment. Uh,
just splitting.
yeah, head splitting, but
Feels
I
like a couple barbarians raging, trying to
yeah,
fight their way out.
yes, and before we hop on off, and before I raid someone, um, I'll allow my players to sort of advert, and uh, see if they have anything they want to do. Like if they're going to be appearing, have any interesting items that they want to uh, go out to the public. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah, I'd say nothing new for me, though I am. I'd say y'all, you can find me at RPG Theologian, pretty much on all social medias here on Discord and on Twitter. And those of you who maybe follow Encounter RP's Discord, there's some of the folks over there have been putting out casting calls for some of their streams, so you may hear something from me about submitting an application. Still figuring that out because, as everyone knows, I'm a full time PhD student, so that sucks up most of my life.
Oh, damn.
But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted.
I have actually gotten my hands on the PDF for Grim Hollow. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm actually really loving the PDF itself. You can just go look it up online. The Grim Hollow D&D 5e. It's if you want to know if you don't know Grimdark and you don't want to go into the money sink that is Warhammer,
Oh,
Grim Hollow. It has fucking transformations into liches, angels, amalgamations of flesh and mutations, demons, devils. Whoa, volume. Whoa. Okay. So I'm taking a look at it. I love it. It's well written. So just take a
Nice.
look at it. And that's it for me.
If there's no one else, actually, I'll go back to camera uh, and say, hello, everyone. This is my ugly face again. Um, this, normal advert stuff of, you know, if you want to donate for the charity, use the command for that and affect my games. And if you want to donate money uh, to me personally and help the channel out, help me out, that will, check the PayPal, Streamlabs link, all that swankity swag. Um, Remember, for $50, you will force a player to draw from one of these. Deck of many things. Um, uh, Given to me during a giveaway. Again, go check them out at their Twitter handle is Ian. They make amazing art, and they currently have a Kickstarter for a reprint of these. Keep in mind that I have my Sunday games at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be doing the lovely campaign with my crew over there, with Cinnamon K, the Cobalt researcher on this channel. And I would like to announce that I am also going to be doing Ghost of Saltmarsh on every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can affect that campaign, if you so desire, with the lovely folks over there, and I will make an announcement on my Twitter. And with that, let's raid. How do I spell their username again? It is urban herb slash raid urban bohemian.
Friendship is magic, Cream Puff.
And thank you for the follows. Oh, Spacey.
Yeah.
Yes. We are currently going to raid on over with Urban. So say hi to him, and let's have fun. Bye bye, everyone. Woo!
Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your week.